All right, let's get started. What are these tools? What is this preventative medicine all about? Well, it's about making healthy choices, healthy habits. And this is the best time to learn these habits. We're not socializing. We don't need to be spending so much time on social media. We hopefully aren't going outside to work or any errands. So let's use this time to put into place these wholesome habits. Wake up in the morning with the sun. That means getting to bed on time. And keep your routines as if you were going to work in terms of waking, your meal times, and your sleeping times. So you wake up early in the morning with the sun rising. Wake up with gratitude. We do have a lot of blessings to be thankful for, even in these difficult times. And if you can't think of any blessings, then start with your day with a prayer. That'll help you strengthen some faith and help you feel a little bit stronger. Then splash your face with water, scrape your tongue. The ama that I mentioned, the toxic byproduct that I mentioned that stems from wrong living or improper digestion, is usually seen in the tongue as a thick coating. And if we don't remove this, it's going to be recycled again into the body. The body cannot process it or eliminate it, so it's going to go deeper into our systems and create disease for us. So first thing in the morning, use a tongue scraper to scrape away this plaque-like material. I don't advise you to use a toothbrush because your tongue is very porous, and using a toothbrush is just going to dig those toxic sticky substance deeper into the tongue. You actually want to scrape it away. After this, we do some oil pulling, either with sesame oil or coconut oil. And you swish it around through your teeth, in your mouth. Just swish it around for good 10-15 minutes if you can, while you potter around, make your bed, get your clothes ready. And then spit this out into the ground if you can, because it may clog your sink drain. And with this oil pulling, it's a really good way of taking care of your oral cavity and pulling out the toxins, as well as taking care of your gums and your teeth. And after this, you can brush your teeth and floss your teeth. So you've taken care of the mouth really well. The next step is to apply some nasya, nose oil, which is a very specific, the one that I use, a very specific anutelam that I like to use, which has some herbs in it. If you don't have access to that right now, then go ahead and use some sesame oil or ghee to just take a clean finger and apply it inside the nostril. With the nose, you can also, if you have any allergies, I highly recommend you doing neti in the shower. Very, very, very effective for clearing out the sinus passages and reminding the nose what it needs to do in keeping out the allergens. So you've covered the mouth, you've covered the nose, the ears. Let's talk about applying some oil, sesame oil or castor oil, again with a clean finger, just near the opening of the ear. And again, this is a very typical daily self-care that we do in Ayurveda, because the dryness in any of our membranes, whether it's the nose or the mouth, makes us more susceptible to infections. So we want to lubricate these areas. It sounds weird, I know, but trust me on this one. This is time-tested. We've been doing this for thousands of years. Next in your morning routine is Abhyanga, which is self-massage. In this season, with the spring cold, wind, changing weather, we're going to use warm sesame oil. We're also going to use warm sesame oil in our fall here when it gets dry and windy. And in the summer, you want to use coconut oil. So you warm up the oil, you apply it to every part of the body with upward strokes towards the heart, and with mindfulness, with gratitude, with self-awareness. This not only builds your self-esteem, but it helps with strengthening your immune system. Oil, especially sesame oil, has the ability to draw out toxins. So you're going to apply the oil all over the body, put some pajamas on or clothes that you don't mind getting greasy, and then do some yoga. Ideally, sun salutations if you can. If not, build up towards that with stretching. And if the weather permits, go for a walk, go for a jog. Build up some sweat if you can. Get some sunlight on you, morning sunlight on you at the same time. And afterwards, take a shower. After the shower, if you are going to do neti, this is the best time to do it in the shower. After the shower, this could be a good time for pranayama practice, for breath work and meditation. Or if you prefer, you can do the pranayama and meditation right after the tongue scraping early in the morning. You know, I actually forgot to mention, after you've scraped your tongue, drink some hot water. Boil some water and either drink it hot on its own, or you can add some fresh ginger, turmeric root, maybe a little bit of honey, maybe a little bit of lemon, all of these things or some of these things. And there are amazing benefits to all of these things. If it's going to be too complicated, what I like to do is prepare a paste with the ginger, turmeric, honey, and lemon every week, and take a scoop of this, a spoon of this, and put it in the hot water. If that seems like too much trouble to you, then just use the hot water with maybe a little lemon, freshly squeezed lemon in it, first thing in the morning. This helps to hydrate and flush out the body. After the whole night, the body's been processing all the foods that you've been eating in the daytime. So, besides drinking hot water in the morning, Ayurveda also recommends sipping hot water throughout the day. Definitely stop drinking the cold water right now and switch it to warm water or hot water if you can. Later on in the slide, I'll talk about some of the herbs that you can put in there and make it into a nice herbal tea for yourself. So coming back to the pranayama, breath work is not just for strengthening your lungs or increasing your lung capacity, or as a way of preparing the mind for meditation. It's also very, very useful for helping the body heal itself. You're flooding the body with oxygen, with pure oxygen. And with the deep, slow, long inhalations, you're really affecting your nervous system. If you are stressed, if you are anxious, few minutes of breath work like this is going to help you become a lot more calmer and relaxed. Besides doing the slow breathing, there are many other techniques that I'd be happy to show you. They are very easy to learn, and with consistent practice, just as with meditation, a consistent practice, you're going to start noticing difference. With the breath work, you're going to notice a difference in your digestion, in your sleep, in your energy, in how you respond to not just this coronavirus, but to everybody in the home. You're not going to be as irritable or as stressed as you normally would be. It is, to me, more powerful than even herbs or diet or yoga, pranayama meditation. It's not just me saying it or the rishis saying it or the scriptures. there's research now, scientific research to validate the benefits. Enough said about pranayama and meditation or mindfulness. It is difficult to jump into a full hour of meditation. If you've never done it, start with a little bit. Use the apps that are there, use YouTube. I've been teaching meditation pranayama in the mornings at 6:30 a.m. If you'd like to join me, please send me an email. One other thing that I would encourage you to do that's I've seen in many different cultures, and that's disinfecting or purifying the energy in your home. So the word in Ayurveda or in my culture is called dhup. And before we used to do it with incense sticks or some form of resins. Right now I'm using holy basil leaves, tulsi leaves. If you have access to dry neem leaves, calamus, camphor, some of the herbs that we are also using. If you'd like these herbs, please again shoot me an email. I can send that off to you. In some other cultures, we see things like frankincense or sage being smudged in the home to purify the air. I do believe that all our cultures used things like this to not just prevent the spread of contagious diseases, but also to keep the space pure and sattvic, or very pure and positive. Talking about space, your home, when you come inside, take your shoes off. Don't bring your shoes inside. Again, another culture that we see in the Asian and the Indian cultures. When you come in, wash your hands really well. Ideally, if you can, go take a shower, change your clothes, put them in the laundry. Don't bring anything from the outside in. So that wraps up the morning routine. Learn it right now while you're home so that when you start going out, you've already integrated it. Pick up one habit, do it for a few days, pick up another habit. And pretty soon you'll have all of these routines that I've explained down in 2 hours in the morning times. I also have an evening routine, which is eating your meal around between 6 and 7 p.m. and an hour before bedtime, shutting off all electronics, especially the computer and the phone. Taking the time now for some self-reflection, some journaling, maybe some gentle stretching at this moment. This is a good time also to take care of your eyes. Wash your eyes with Triphala eye wash. Again, these are herbal formulations that I'm going to explain a little bit later on what they are. We talked about earlier on taking care of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears. So I like to take care of the eyes at the end of the day with this Triphala eye wash. And then right before I go to bed, applying a little bit of ghee to the closed eyelids for the cooling effects of the clarified butter, the ghee. As part of the evening routine, maybe you want to use a diffuser with some essential oils in there. Again, Ayurveda embraces aromatherapy really well, and think of aromatherapy as the immune system of the plants that you are inhaling, and this now goes directly from the nose into your brain. It doesn't have to go through your circulatory system, your digestion, and you get the benefits of these amazing plants. At bedtime, use lavender. If you do have congestion and cold-like symptoms, then using things like tea tree oil and eucalyptus essential oil are going to be great. And the very last thing at bedtime, after some prayers, maybe your gratitude in your journal, maybe is Yog Nidra, which is kind of like a guided meditation that allows you to just fall into a meditative state or sleep. You're going to get much deeper sleep so that your body can digest food really well, and you're going to wake up well rested.